Hey everyone, it's Michael Antosi here. I'm the Director of Practice Growth Consulting here with MyAdvice, and I am so thrilled to be here with Dr. Annie at Collaborating Docs. And if you don't know Collaborating Docs, they're a fantastic organization working with a lot of NP-owned practices, but to bring collaborating practitioners to their practices. Do I have that right, Dr. Annie?
Yep, exactly. We're matchmakers for nurse practitioners looking for collaborating physicians. So, yep, you got it. Thank
So
you.
talk to me like what was the inspiration of of creating this business? Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. I'm a family physician in Virginia, and I was helping several nurse practitioners who needed collaborators on the side of my own practice. I was helping them on the side when they had clinical questions or wanted to go over charts or just talk in general about patient care. I loved it. I loved serving as a collaborator because it's a good mentorship kind of role. You get to teach, you get to just help somebody out. So I really enjoyed doing it. But from the nurse practitioners I was helping, I learned that it was really, really, really challenging to find doctors who like to do this kind of work and who are helpful with this sort of work. A lot of physicians kind of prey on nurse practitioners. They don't provide much support. They don't call them back. They don't do what they're supposed to do legally, and they charge a lot of money. So it's a very bad atmosphere out in the world when it comes to collaboration. It gets a pretty bad name. So I thought, that's interesting. Maybe I could connect people with doctors I know and trust that are nice, normal physicians. And so we started, little by little, but now it's grown to the whole country. We help in all states that have this legal requirement. And we have, I think, 1,600 physicians. So, I mean, it's really grown a lot in 3.5 years. We're very proud of how it's blossomed over time.
1,600 physicians in only 3 years' time. So you are very much a good matchmaker. I think
I
that's
guess I like
exactly.
networking.
So, Dr. Annie, so talk to me like what are some of the common challenges that you see a lot of your practices have, and what is it that you were helping to really solve on that front?
Yeah, we are the experts in the collaboration piece, but I think the thing people don't realize is it goes deeper than just I need a doctor. Um, you need to know legally what that collaborative relationship needs to be in your specific state, and the states, it's quite complicated to get the fine print on each state's regulations when it comes to collaborating because it changes a lot. They're often sort of hidden updates in different parts of the legislature. It's hard to put it all together. So we have an in-house legal team that identifies each state specific regulations regarding collaboration, and we give it to our clients and our doctors so everybody is following what needs to happen. We also cover the malpractice of our physicians. Usually that falls on a nurse practitioner. If it's your practice, you have to cover the doc. It's a nice cost savings to not have to worry about that. And I think the third and final part is we facilitate this relationship because maybe your doc is great when you start. There's a honeymoon period, but then the doc suddenly ghosts you or drops off the face of the earth. If you're on your own, nobody is helping you fix this problem. You're calling, you're emailing, you can't get a hold of them. But if you have a doc through us, you call up our support team and they'll hunt down the doc for you. Or if the doc is actually unavailable for some reason, we'll get you a new doc immediately. So you're never left like out hanging out to dry. So those are a few things I think people don't consider when they find a doctor. You want to have that backup to the
Sure.
backup. So yeah.
Yeah, you want to be able to ring the bat phone when you actually need it. I can't tell you how much value I find in that as well too, because especially on the legal side, regulations are changing constantly, and if you don't have somebody that's really having a strong pulse on that, it does present some trouble in litigation and obviously exposing you to a lot of risks. So I love that that's what you're doing to help a lot of these practices. So I'm going to ask you a question, and please, please indulge me. Why do people love collaborating docs?
Well, we are trusted advocates for nurse practitioners. Most of our team our nurse practitioners. We employ, I think 90% of our employees right now are actual nurse practitioners. So we are you, we are our client. If you want to work with us, you're actually going to talk to a nurse practitioner over Zoom, not a sales rep, not a offshore person that does, onboarding. It's an actual nurse practitioner in the US that's excited to talk to you and hear what you're up to and help find the perfect physician. So we really do personalized matchmaking by our nurse practitioners. And we're very particular about the physicians that we choose. We are very, very selective. They go through a very tough vetting process. And so only the best of the best are we actually bringing on. And if anyone messes something up later, they're removed from our stable. So we are very, I'd say, providing like top tier candidates when it comes to who you'll be matched with. And lastly, we do everything manually. We're not a computer algorithm. It's not a database. We click 2 buttons and, names and numbers start flying out. We get to know our clients, we get to know our doctors, and we see who would really be a good fit for the long term. It could be a personality thing. It's scope and practice state and licensure. Like, of course, that's going to match. That's the easy part. That's a computer could do that. But we're looking at way more than that. Like, or who's going to get along with who, because we want it to be a forever match for you, to have that, advocate mentor in your back pocket as you build your practice.
I can't say how valuable that is because it's almost like the blind date scenario. You 2 people go out on a date and it's a blind date. The person that has the most to lose are not the 2 people on the date. It's the person that set them up. So if you're watching this and going back to Dr. Annie's track record here, I mean, 1,600 providers over, 3.5 years approximately. I mean, I think that speaks volumes in terms of how well your clients are going to be taken care of on that front. Dr. Annie, how can people get in touch with you? I mean, if they want to learn a little bit more about how you obviously can help them with navigating all these different areas of obviously practice building, how can they get in touch with you?
Best way is to go to our website. So it's collaboratingdocs.com. And on there, there are many places to get there, but there's a calendar basically on that very front page that you can book a call, talk to one of our nurse practitioners. And even if you're 2 years away from wanting to start your own practice and you'll need a doc at that time, talk to us now. We have lots of really good resources. If you asked us about marketing, we'd send you to MyAdvice here with Mike's team. So like we have lots and lots of industry knowledge of how to get your practice started the right way, the legal way, the good business sense. So I know you'll walk away from the call even just with some good nuggets, even if you don't need our help for a long time. We'd still love to just chat about what you're looking to do and try to help you out.
Love that. That's awesome. Well, guys, please, again, if you're starting out your practice, you need some guidance on the legal framework side on getting a medical director, collaborating physician, please give Dr. Annie Teams a call. So Dr. Annie, thank you so much for your time here. Really appreciate that. And, looking forward to obviously having, seeing your continued success with your business. So thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.